Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time hanging out with me. Hello, my name is Maida. We are doing a cute fairy core set today. I've been meaning to do this set for months now, I think. I kind of go back and forth between very girly to very not girly, and I'm back in my feminine era, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I never quite could come up with something cute enough to show you. And I was working on this set for a couple days and I just felt like ready, you know? I very much love this set. So let's get into the nails. Fairy set. All right. So I'm starting off with my cover tips. These are I can tell you right now. They are the natural almond long tips from Apre. I'm learning a lot more about cover tips. I still really appreciate the ones that I usually get from Amazon. They're great tips, the ones that I get from Amazon. They do the trick. But these from Apre are just level up your nail game. So what I'm doing right now is prepping them for the gel application. I make sure to file off that tip from the very tip of the tip. So I take that off and I buff the shine off of the nail, give them a quick wipe with rubbing alcohol, and then I'm ready. This is a syrupy, kind of mossy green gel. I really like it. You do have to build up the opacity. This is something that I got from Temu. If you have anything else that you feel like could do the trick, by all means, please use it. I'm using my pigments. I have the F of X pigment palette and another very affordable one. I like both, honestly, but I do feel like the F of X palette is a lot more pigmented. So you'll see me kind of, excuse me. So you'll see me applying the F of X over top of the inexpensive one. And that is all done on a matte surface. Just FYI, anytime that you're using pigments, you have to have a matte surface. So what I'm doing here with the pigment is to create a type of like bokeh effect. I wanted these to look very dreamy and ethereal, kind of fairy vibe. So I thought that the effect that a nice blurring pigment gives to the nail is perfect for this. So this is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. I don't know what else to call it. And what I'm doing is I'm using a few things. I love being able to use different products to create a singular nail because it's just so much fun, you know? So here I'm using some of the Makartt solid gel glue so that I can carve out a butterfly wing of sorts. So first I'm going to make a ball out of the solid glue gel. This glue gel is, I'll tell you a little bit more about it as I go through the set, but this is a very annoying product, even though I do tend to use it quite a bit, and I do like it. It's just really sticky, and it's annoying trying to work with it with your hands and glove, I suppose, because again, it'll just stick to everything. But yeah, this is what I'm using to carve out the butterfly wing. I think any other product would have maybe not held the structure as well as this did, so I am still happy that I used it. And then I'm using some mother of pearl shards. The outcome for this nail in particular is freaking beautiful. Mother of pearl, obviously you guys know what that looks like. So it has this like pearlescent iridescence kind of. It looks so pretty in the sun. You guys have to see it. It's so pretty. But I'm just using my silicone tool, dipping it into a little bit of rubbing alcohol to make sure that the solid gel doesn't stick to my tool. Because as you just saw, it does get quite sticky. And because of that, it's a little hard to work with. I'm sure there's other products that you can use though that could serve for this specific purpose that are probably less sticky. But this is just what I have. And I'm just dipping my finger into that isopropyl alcohol and going over the top of the butterfly wing, making sure that it's nice and even and not as bumpy. And then I'm just going to top coat everything. I'm applying some of this very peculiar chrome that I have. I wish I could tell you where I got it from. It's, I don't know, probably Amazon, but it's like not quite gold, not quite copper, maybe like a brassy tone kind of chrome. I don't know, but it looks so pretty. I pretty much used it throughout the set because it just brought cohesion to the entire thing. So yeah. So the way in which I apply it, you have to apply chrome to a shiny, glossy top. Not shiny, it doesn't have to be shiny, but it has to be a glossy top. You apply the chrome over that, and then you seal it in with more glossy top. I just got this top gel from D&D, and I really don't like it. I'm gonna use it. But yeah, I don't necessarily love it. It is really shiny, but it's just too runny. As soon as you place it on the nail, it starts running down to the sidewalls and the cuticle, and just not a good time. So once I have sealed the chrome, I make sure to go over the entire nail to kind of remove any excess chrome that may have fallen. And I do that with just a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a lint-free wipe. There you go. What are words? So this next nail is really fun too. I was inspired by kind of like this secret fairy garden kind of situation that I don't know. I looked up fairy gardens or just like fairies on Pinterest and then saved a bunch of inspo pictures, and that's sort of how I came up with the set. It's generally how I like to come up with sets. But yeah, I wanted to do kind of like a little bit of filigree, a little bit of like dry flowers. So that's what I have here. These are just some dry flowers that I've had forever. I applied them on top of a wet top coat and then went ahead and sealed them or encapsulated them basically with builder gel. So for this nail, I guess the only thing that I kind of wish I would have done different was add more builder gel. I just didn't want to bulk it up too much because I thought that it might take away from the design if one of them was going to be just too bulky. But now that I am saying that, that kind of happened with the butterfly wing on the thumbnail and it looks fine. So yeah, I guess that's the only thing that I wish I would have done different. Just add more builder gel because it does look ever so slightly bumpy. Once that was done, I buffed the surface, made sure that everything was like not shiny whatsoever. And then I'm going over top with the Jin.B Crazy Top to create my filigree because I do want to do, I think it's called chrome isolation. With that technique, you really have to make sure that there's nothing that the chrome can essentially stick onto. So buffing the surface of the nail and then going over top with whatever shiny top gel or whatever, in this case, Crazy Top, you're able to do that chrome isolation a lot easier. You paint on your design with the Crazy Top, wipe off the excess chrome, and then seal everything back up with your top coat. So I hope that explains it. If you guys need me to break down how to use chrome, let me know. I am still learning myself, but you know, we're here to like figure things out together, okay? As I said, I did paint on the filigree with the Crazy Top, and because it is non-wipe, I didn't have to do any extra wiping, so I just applied the chrome straight onto the Crazy Top. I misspoke earlier. I said you wipe off the excess chrome. You do not wipe off, you brush off, and then you're able to seal everything with your top coat. And for the next nail, I'm using some gold foil. This one actually my mom bought me. She loves going to the craft store. So do I, actually. It's something that we like to do together. But she went without me that one time and they were having a sale and she picked up a couple of these foils because she's like, well, I want you to use them for my next set. So it was really cute. And I just wanted to see how they work. Foil is foil. I'm coming to learn. I basically just applied it onto, again, just a wet or uncured top gel and then applied the foil over top. I used tweezers because that's just the easiest thing to use. It does kind of stick to everything as well. So that makes it a little hard to apply, but you know, it is what it is. And going back to the solid glue gel, it's so versatile, you know? It's not quite good for applying your cover tips because I know that some people, I even think that they have it advertised on their website that you can apply your cover tips with the solid gel glue. You really can't. It just creates too much bulk and it's not easy to work with in that sense. But to create any kind of like 3D decorations or situation on your nail, it's perfectly fine. So I just created a cute little like lily, and you saw me using my silicone tool to carve out the petals and all of that. Anytime that I'm using that 3D gel, I have like a little bit of rubbing alcohol in a dish just to make sure that I'm dipping my silicone tool in there, because otherwise, again, it'll stick. Tap off some of the excess, because if you do use your tool and it's too wet, I don't know, like it does something to the texture. It gets super like slippy, so you don't want that. But anywho, once I was happy with the shape of the flower, I just went ahead and top coated everything and then applied chrome to just like the lifted parts, like the edges, I guess, of the petals. It was almost like an outline of the gold chrome. I'm calling it gold chrome just because like brass chrome sounds kind of weird, but you know what I mean. And then that was that nail. This other nail, I really liked how the dry flowers looked, so I wanted to do another nail, make sure that there's cohesion in the set. And you really have to humor me with this specific nail. The design on this nail is a little interesting. I don't know, maybe I was channeling Labyrinth, not Pan's Labyrinth, but David Bowie's Labyrinth. And that's, I think, what kind of made me think of this design. And then I also was just playing around with the products that I had. So this seemed like a good idea. And I'm happy with it. I really do like it. I also added silver cat eye gel to like that center area of the nail because I just thought it was gonna look so pretty, and it really did. It almost looks like those secret garden images where like the sun is coming from some particular area and just like kind of shining down. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean. So that's kind of what I was trying to do. But anyway, once that was done, I went ahead and added a matte top coat because I wanted to use some of the 3D gel again, as well as the chrome. And I find that whenever you're doing chrome isolation, it's just so much easier and less messy to apply it again, you know, on a matte surface. So I made kind of like these orbs with the flowers kind of inside of them, which I don't know. I thought it was cool. So as I was saying, I did add that matte top coat. I don't really like this matte top coat that I have. This is from Kupa GelFinity. The reason why I don't like it is because inevitably the chrome just kind of likes to cling onto it somehow. I'm not quite sure why. This is supposed to be a non-wipe matte top coat, and it's fine if you're not using chrome, because I find that I still have to give it a good scrub with a lint-free wipe to take away that almost like rubbery feeling. The chrome will still kind of stick onto it. I didn't buff it, which I feel like would have maybe made the difference, but just FYI, chrome isolation with this product in particular can be a little bit tricky. And then for the last nail, I repeated the base color, which is that syrup greenish kind of shade. I added a little dollop of the 3D gel again, or the solid glue gel, and then applied some mother of pearl within as well. I was just playing around with the design and the materials themselves, and I just liked the look of it, and that is my story. I got these mother of pearl shards from Sweetie Nail Supply, I think. If they still have them, I'll include them in the description. I'm really trying to get better at making sure that whatever products that I'm using, I'm including them in the description box for you, just in case you're curious about any of the stuff that I use. For this final nail, I do have to admit, I don't feel like the design is finished. I might just be thinking about it too much. I just felt like if I added anything else, it was just gonna, I don't know, it was gonna take away from the center. I don't know. I still love the way that it looks all together. Do I wish I would have done something a little different with this design on the pinky? Yes, I do. I definitely think that I should have added some of the pigment powders. I completely snoozed on that one, now that I think about it. But either way, I'm happy with this set altogether. So that's what's important. Or that's what I'm telling myself anyway. Here are the nails. They're so pretty and so like dainty, I feel. I also adjusted the light a little bit just to give you a little variation. Yeah, I really enjoyed these. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. It helps me feel better as well. And yeah, subscribe if you want to hang out with me in the future or see any more sets that I create. Hit that notification bell because I am trying to stay as consistent as I can. I am working on a future video. I am going to be showing you how I make my little cake stands. They're super cute, super handy. So if you want to see that, please don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.